Hello, everybody. Welcome again to another bracket match of the Super Mario Brothers Randomizer Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer, SpeedGaming Live 2022 online tournament. We have for you a really good matchup. We have literally the Battle of Finland here. Two of the top Finnish runners, I'd say, coming to you with this match. We got TrueHyperMario and DisasterKatti. Both are definitely aching to move on to the next round to go up against Midi Guy DP. In this bracket, True Hyper Mario is the 4 seed and DisasterKatti is the 13 seed. We're going to get this race momentarily started. We're just making sure the runners are good to go. Just making sure everybody's streams are set up the way they're supposed to. While we get things situated with the runners, what are our predictions for the first world that we're going to see? Are we going to go in order from 1 to 8? Are we going to go from 7 to 1 and then 8? Or are we just going to have a mix of order of worlds here? You can even make a prediction of what fort we'll see next, or even a regular level that we'll see next. Momentarily, I'm going to let these runners go. All right, so just bear with us when we, assuming the streams are going to be synced. The runners might have forgotten to delay their streams like we had yesterday in our 4-way race. So just bear with us if there will be a syncing. They're just going to look a little off. But don't worry, they will be starting at the same time. And yeah, they with them having the minus 15 on their live split, we do know that their timers are synced with the race time room. So whatever they do finish at, that's what we're gonna see. All right, so since Caddy started first, we'll give him the audio, and we're gonna see 7F2 right out of the gate. Oh, definitely not what the runners wanted to see here. You can see the look on True Hyper Mario's face. He's very surprised to see this here. And if you're already asking who rolled the seed, well, let's just say I have a little bit of redemption for everybody. I rolled the seed, and more than likely will be the one rolling at least 2 of these seeds. Oh no, True Hyper getting a little caught up there on the pipes, and Caddy almost falling into the lava there, just barely getting on the correct side of that pixel there. And trying to lure the Boo and the Hotfoot there, trying not to take any damage. I mean, at this point, there was no power-ups to grab other than stars. Oh, I think there was a star and a mushroom, as we see from True Hyper, so at least there's something to work with. So yeah, even though their timers aren't synced, it's safe to say that DisasterKatti does have the lead, so we'll keep the audio with him. And let's see if True Hyper can get over 7F2. Definitely not the start, again, we wanted to see if you were a runner. Oh no, Caddy gets a little ground pounded there by the Koopa. And ooh, True Hyper's playing with fire here with the waffle jump. So we're gonna come across 7-9. Ooh, so we have 2 levels in a row with from World 7. Makes me wonder if Fort Knox is in here, if there's a second fort. And Caddy, you can definitely tell he's been practicing already. He's just, you know, dodging everything he possibly can, avoiding the baby boss bass here. Definitely not the enemy you want to see in this level either. Gotta be careful with the baby boss bass. Okay, it's on the lower section, so not too problematic. And True Hyper finally gets through 7F2 and is right on DisasterKatti's tail here. And oh, somehow that Koopa just turned around and said, "No, where are you going? You are going back to start here." And DisasterKatti will get to the castle first. And True Hyper quickly sees that there was a Koopa right up there and lets it fall down first. So already, these runners are already having a little bit of trouble with the levels here. Only World 1. Can only imagine what World 8 will bring us. So far, I think we've seen 3 hits from Morton. Oh, that's a 5-hit Morton. Right out of the gate, we have a 5-hitter. If I saw correctly. Extra salty, I might add. Alright, Caddy's gonna go into World 2. What do we think is gonna be in World 2? We've already seen World 2. Are we just gonna do a switcheroo and go to World 1? We're gonna go somewhere else. Oh my god, we are doing World 1. Are we just doing opposite day in Worlds here? Are we gonna see a 2-1, 4-3, 6-5? That'd be interesting to see. And then 7 being 7? Ooh, invalid seed. We're seeing 3F2 in World 2. Definitely not what we consider a valid seed. Because it's very common to find 3F2 in World 8 when we validate the seed that way. Either way, Caddy's going to make quick work of the level. Nothing to it. Just avoid the boo bars there. And World 5 airship was the first airship seen. With the star, of course. Ooh, very interesting layout there. So, force the levels here, and we get 6-5. But to tell you the truth, I think 6-5 is a lot better to see than 6-6. That's for sure. And True Hyper's gonna get the bad news that Morton is extra salty today, but makes quick work of him. The DisasterKatti, since he went in level small, he has to get the double power up here, and we're gonna get a quick pause. And we're gonna get the sync. Bear with us. There we go. So now the timers are true, and where they're at according to each other are correct. So DisasterKatti still has a good lead, and unfortunate Patooey there will have to go back for the leaf. This is definitely gonna give a chance for TrueHyperMario to catch up here if he can do this on the first try. Yes, Kalilek. Yeah, five hits is the maximum, and the least is 1. Oh, DisasterKatti gets a double despawn up here. It makes me wonder what the enemies were that were there. He went through all that trouble to grab the shell, and there was nothing to get rid of there. Of course, you never know that until you get up there, and oh wow, 7-1. We're just seeing all the good levels. And he has to do this with the tail, and it looks like he accidentally went in the door, if I'm not mistaken. And he's gonna take the 100 coin fine here by not having any coins. Either way, something was taken for 100 coins. Alright, so knowing that he had a mushroom, he's gonna do this clip a little easier, because it is a lot to do with the tail. It's a lot easier to do it with Big Mario, because you keep all your momentum as you're jumping into the wall in the right space, in the right time. And he's going for the duck clip here, which for some people is not the preferred way, but it can be done still. And wow, he switches first try after doing duck clip, and look at this! TrueHyperMario getting the clip in 6-5. He gets the secret exit there. TrueHyperMario is very known for the 6-5 clip and randomizer, and he still goes for it every time. And now, compared to Katti, he actually went in as Big Mario, so that's a big advantage. He's going to make some ground here and gets it in about 5 tries, so that's really, really well done from TrueHyper. Alright, so we have a fort, which is 4F1, the troll fort, and one hand away from getting the castle, and TrueHyper's gonna make a pit stop here, and unfortunately it's a star, not what he wanted to see there. Excuse me, but DisasterKatti gets the fire flower on the basement section of 4F1. Wanted no business on that top route. It's gonna be very scary with them thwomps and whatever enemy goes with them thwomps. TrueHyper looks at his inventory as a P-Wing and 2 mushrooms. Not bad. Not a bad selection of items early in the seed. Oh, we got a double ice fire bro. And we get our first hammer of the seed. Very nice. So just a reminder to everybody now that I see that hammer. In this flag set, you can break not only boulders, but you can break locks as well. So if you see, there might be sometimes that breaking the lock might actually be viable. Skip a few levels, you might see a runner use the hammer here to break a lock. And TrueHyper having a little bit of difficulty with them double fire bros, but still got through and got the hammer. And he's only a level behind DisasterKatti here. He's gonna make his way up with the tail. Let's see what Larry had for us. 1 hit, Quake. 2 hits. Oh, bad Larry. Bad Larry. 3 hits. Oh, we had 2 5-hitters right out of the gate. This one was a Quaker. Yeah, TrueHyper, he's telling us 5 hits. 2 5 hits in a row. I do like the addition to the cameras here. It does it's really nice to see their facial expressions when things go wrong or when things go right. So we're gonna see our first fort here, and it is 1F. Ooh, and if I saw this correctly, this fort is gonna make that bridge. Unless there's a pipe there I didn't see. Let's see on Hyper's side. Okay, there was a pipe. So it may not build the bridge, but depending on how many forts there are in this world, it might not actually build that bridge. It might actually break that lock on the other side. And I know usually blue goes with blue, but when there's 3 forts in World 5, sometimes it will not break a blue lock. Let's see what it does here. So DisasterKatti seeing that it's 1F. Oh, so there has to be 2. Because the bridge isn't made, so there must be 2 more. Oh, and looks like we're gonna get a paradox pipe here. Oh. Yeah, those fire bros could be very tricky to break the block from underneath them. Even if they're standing still, sometimes they'll just go right through them. It's really hard to explain why that happens. So depending on what this fort actually did... Oh, excuse me, it did break the lock, so, yeah, it really wouldn't have done anything major if they would have took the item, because they could have still just went around as they are doing right now. Other than being able to pick level 4 and level 7, and we're seeing here, level 7 was the pyramid. Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna get the paradox pipe here, and let's see what the top section looks like. Okay, there were only 2 forts. Huh, interesting. Actually kind of weird to see that the blue fort broke the lock instead of making the bridge. Very interesting. Usually when there's 2 forts, blue goes with blue, but I guess today we learned that it's not always true. Catty's gonna make his way through 5-2. TrueHyper fire kills the fire bros. Tells them that he is the better fire wielding person. Ooh, 4-3, nice level, and Fire Bro gatekeeping that pipe there, and got an interesting enemy set here. We got a Karibo Shoe, a Beetle, and the Flying Goomba. Oh, TrueHyper's gonna be going through Lava Fort, 5F2, and oh, he had a little trouble going up the pipe there and ended up losing the Fire Flowers. DisasterKatti's just trying to get out of this level the best he can, but there's just some awkward enemy sets. Alright, let's see if TrueHyper skips this bro. I'm kind of surprised that... Also, they had a little routing divergence here. One went around and the other one went to the fort. Interesting. And honestly, since we saw 7F2 already, I think I would have rather played the fort too, because you never know what that other level can be. It could be anything. It could be a nightmare level, it could be an easy level, so you never know. So at least you know that it's a fort, you know what forts are available. Ooh, 5-4, the Soul Reaper level. See if there's a boss bass here after the waterfalls. No, there's not. It's a Falling Spiny. Oh, TrueHyper does get the Hammer Bro, and it's a Cloud. I don't think Catty went for the Hammer Bro. So TrueHyper has an advantage over Catty if he didn't go for the Cloud. Yeah, he's not going for it. This could be huge for TrueHyperMario. But despite not having the Cloud, Catty still maintains that lead. Let's see if Roy was our boy. Nope, he was a chump. Roy was not our boy today, at least for this seed. So our streak of 5 hitters is over. It was fun while it lasted. And TrueHyper is taking the easy route in 5-4, not taking any chances. Just gonna fly over everything. Oh, looks like he did that on purpose. Actually, he wanted to take an intentional hit there, probably so he can get the P speed in the airship. That would make sense. And as he sees the airship, he actually probably wished he still had the leaf there. Ooh, very nice to keep that P speed though. And we see World 7. The pipe maze with 4-4. Our favorite Lakitu level. Where you don't want to get sniped while in the water. And very nice jump onto the Lakitu by Katti. TrueHyper just finished his World 3. Katti gets the super swim. Very nice. Ooh, we see one fort on Katti's screen, right in the top middle of the islands. And, oop, there's a level 10 tile, which means there's only that one fort. Normally in this world, there's only 9 numbered levels. So seeing that 10 tile means that it took the place of the second fort. So that fort might be required. We won't know until we see the right section. We don't know if the bridge is already made or not. Oh, we come across 1-1. No boss pass, though. Kinda disappointing, actually. 1-1 is always better with the little boss pass. Oh, so it looks like Katti's trying to skip the fort. He's trying to find the pipe that leads there. If that wasn't the case, he would have just played the plant level. It could be that pipe that's right there. And he's gonna end up playing the level. As TrueHyper makes his way through 1-1 with the plant enemy set. Seeing all the nippers and patuis. Ooh, takes a hit there by a fireball as Katti's gonna fight Boom Boom here. Alright, TrueHyper's making his way through the first piranha level. Oh, excuse me, the second one. Oh no, it was the first one. I saw Katti on the second one. At first. Alright, so TrueHyper's gonna see the Navy there. And Katti's gonna go for the P-speed here. Ooh, TrueHyper playing with the bomb-bombs there before the Boom Boom fight. And it looks like Katti's just gonna take an intentional hit for boost a little bit, but grabs the Fire Flower, okay. Ooh, and Ludwig is a moon jumper, but wow, we had back-to-back chumps. We had back-to-back one-hitters. What is this? The seed of back-to-back stuff? And he had 2 5-hitters back-to-back, and now we had 2 one-hitters back-to-back. Ooh, we're getting World 6 here. Frosty goodness. Ooh, very nice P-speed from Katti. As TrueHyper goes for the fire kill and realizes that Ludwig was only 1 hit. Oh, Katti only goes for 1 fort here. This might help out TrueHyper. Oh, okay, so there's a lock here. That's a good sign. We've only seen 1 10 tile. we see a second 10 tile, then we know that there's 2 forts. Oh, there's the third one. Okay, so this is a free World 6, so just one of them possibly needed. Katti going with the gambles. Let's see if TrueHyper makes the same call here. Oh, he did play an extra fort. He's not going to know that it wasn't needed because he hasn't seen the second section yet. Ooh, we come across our first hand stage. Let's see what item we'll get in all 3 hand stages. Oh, and it's a frog suit. Ooh. But I don't blame TrueHyper from playing both of the forts. Normal rule of thumb: you see a fort, you play a fort. Especially in a world like World 6, when there's 4 different screen wrap sections. Actually, there's technically 5. Too much screen wrapping. We're gonna get the 5-3 beta from TrueHyper. Katti's just finishing World 5. Ooh, 5-hit Lemmy, I must have missed that. So that means we're due for another 1-hitter. Yeah, Big Isle. Alright, Katti getting the PSP there, losing it, keeping it again. Very nice. Oh, he's gonna go for the power-up. And it's a leaf. TrueHyper's gonna do the same routing that Katti did. It's gonna see a frog suit at the end of hand 3. Ooh, it only breaks the lock, but it was the only way he was able to go, so no matter what, he had to play that fort. Oh no! Oh, Katti, letting the iframes go way too soon onto that fire chomp. I'm gonna go for the power up, and it's another star. It doesn't go for the power up right there with the blocks, and yeah, TrueHyper finally getting past Lemmy, and it's gonna make his way in the World 6, which is World 4. Alright, very nice, very nice. Alright, Katti's gonna put the bro to sleep. Must feel confident enough to have the items that he has and doesn't need any more items from the Hammer Bros. He's gonna find 8-1. Oh, very interesting sprite there from the fire chomp. Oh no. Oh, nice maneuvering from Katti. That was very good thinking there. And misses the card at the very end, and is gonna laugh that off for a second. Alrighty, only 2 forts. So that fort that's sitting over there in the corner is the gatekeeper. We'll see shortly what it is. Caddy getting hit by the bomb as it's coming out of the cannon. And he's gonna go back into the tank level with the frog suit. Let's see if he damage boosts here. Not so far, not yet. As TrueHyper makes his way into 1-6. DisasterKatti's over here channeling in his some human mustard vibes with the frog suit. Finally takes a hit and is gonna grab a hammer after all that. I think the game rewarded Katti there for using the frog suit. Oh, and we're gonna see our first anchor. TrueHyper's gonna do the easier flying strat for 8-1. Wants no business with the bottom section, and oh, had a little trouble there with the bullet bills coming right at him, and thought he could make the jump, and oh, but we're getting a double pit here from both runners. And TrueHyper is gonna get the wrong end of the hitbox there from the Hammer Bro. And luckily for him, he's not gonna get stuck doing them right away, and Caddy's gonna retry 6F2 here. Oh, they got one before. Okay, I must have missed the anchor, the first anchor. So we still don't know what that anchor is. Oh, and we do now. It's a P-wing. All right, so now we know what the anchor is providing for our runners. Not a bad item to get, and ooh, TrueHyper coming right down too early. Almost taking a hit on that fire chomp. That would have been really bad for him. There was a pit right under him. Alright, Caddy's on his way to the castle. TrueHyper is going to be seeing the tanks here. Mew Mew fan, the winner of this match plays Midi Guy DP. Midi Guy was one of the runners that played last night. Oh, got some decent amount of hits from Iggy there. Definitely was not one hit. Hyper's gonna see the Chungus Bro here and tail slaps him right out of the air. TrueHyper's gonna have his fun with 6F2, but unlike Caddy, TrueHyper actually has the tail going in, so TrueHyper can skip a good portion of that, so he's gonna make up some time here on Caddy, as Caddy enters World 3, which is our World 7 for the seed. And ooh, we have 6-10 with a Boss Bass, and very smart flip there. Ooh. Boss Bass is just not having any fun here, just getting bullied here by Caddy. Ooh. Panic jumps there from the Boss Bass. TrueHyper's on his way to the castle. Alright, so Caddy uses his anchor and sees that it's a P-Wing, and it's actually a very good item usage here, because now he can damage boost twice. Definitely not a bad choice to use the P-Wings. Let's see how many hits Iggy was. Oh, we can see our scam hitbox there. That's a 3. Okay, so he was just a 3. DisasterKatti will get rid of Boom Boom with the 5 fireballs. stereo active. The anchor in the randomizer is just a wild card item. It can be anything except for a hammer or a whistle. Even though whistles are not allowed in the competitive randomizers, it's just not a it's just also not an option for the wild card item. True Hyper looked like he was looking to use an item here and didn't have any left, and is going to be entering 610 small with the boss bass lingering in the background. Nope, there it is. We're back for more. Oh, Boss Bass is really wanting a meal, and DisasterKatti is getting 7-6. But at least he's Big Mario, so he can do the clip, but let's see how many tries it takes. This could give True Hyper a chance to come back here, because Katti has not been having much success. As soon as I say that, he finally gets in there. Oh no, True Hyper misjumps and will have to do the fort again. That's truly unfortunate. The only way you can make that jump from the spikes is by having P-Speed, and yeah, once he lost P-Speed, it was pretty much GG for the level. True Hyper still going for the strat here. Oh, DisasterKatti's already finding the castle. Alright. Now that we've seen the airship here, everybody get out your predictions for World 8. How many bridges do you think there's gonna be? How many bridges? Oh, we had a one-hitter Wendy. Wendy went to Panera today, everybody, for our first seed. And True Hyper's in 3-7 right now. And looked like he was trying to go for the item, and he's going back for it. And having a little trouble getting up there. Alright, I didn't see any locks. Oh, we find the pipe to Bowser and only one bridge. So if you said one, congratulations, you win imaginary SGL coins for each bridge you predicted. Alright, Katti's still making his way, looking for some forts here. And is this going to be the real one? Yes, it is, and it's Fort Knox. The real tank is Fort Knox, and he went in with the P-Wing. Very nicely well done. Alright, True Hyper finally gets through the airship, and it's gonna see that Wendy was only a one-hitter. And he has the answer, very nice. But with no Fire Flower or Hammer Suit, DisasterKatti's just gonna have to go in here with the tail and hope that there's a Fire Flower in the question block. Oh, gets tripped up there by the Hot Foot. As True Hyper is just getting in the World 8 and DisasterKatti's in Bowser Castle, so unless DisasterKatti has a complete, utter meltdown here, should be GG for Katti. Finds a star. He's gonna go the bottom route. We normally don't see bottom route, but technically the bottom route is the easiest route. And with another power-up opportunity. Oh. Oh, there was a 5th fireball in the bottom section. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. So, as I said, unless Catty has some major meltdown here, you should be able to lock this up. So if any of you don't know, Bowser's hitbox is mainly his head region, which is why you see right here, DisasterKatti's not taking damage. You can just, and what we call this, the cuddle strats. And he's just gonna have to wait it out one more stomp, and that should be GG. And there it is. Everybody get out your GGs in chat for DisasterKatti, who will take game 1 of a possible 3. Very nicely well done. And TrueHyper is just getting into Bowser's Castle. Probably sees that Catty just finished. But it looks like he's going to finish it out. But TrueHyper did take the DNF, just so we can get things going for the next one. Oh, yep, that's... okay, that's why he took the DNF. Makes sense, makes sense. All right, everybody, we're going to take a short pause while we get the runners into the next room. And we'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. We just had a short pause for the runners there. Get a breather, get something to drink, use the bathroom, whatever it might have been. We do have them ready to go in the lobby with the matching hashes. Just waiting for them to actually ready up so I can let them go. Just a reminder, if anybody's just joining us now, this is for SMB3 Randomizer, SpeedGaming Live online tournament. We have TrueHyperMario and DisasterKatti, both from Finland. So a battle for the Finnish rights, bragging rights here. DisasterKatti takes game one. This is best of three, so if TrueHyperMario would be able to take game two, we are forced to go to a game three. If not, DisasterKatti will walk away with a 2-0 victory and will go up against Midi Guy DP in the quarterfinal, the bracket stage of the tournament. Get out your predictions in chat. What world are we gonna go to first? You can give what fort we might see first, or you can say a level. Maybe we can see Atlantis first, a forced Atlantis, maybe a 7-5, a 6-6. You can even say 1-1 if you'd like. We did see in the first C that 7F2 was the very first level that had to be played, and we saw how much trouble it gave TrueHyperMario. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Thursday. It is Thursday, right? I get my days confused. Yes, it is Thursday. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful Thursday. We're getting these runners almost done. Okay, both are ready up. I'm gonna give them 10 seconds before I let them go, just so they can make sure they do know the timer will start soon. All right, everybody. Hopefully you got your predictions in there. I just let them off, so we're gonna see their timers start counting down, and we'll know when the seed will start. All right, we got some World 3, World 5, World 6. We see Real World Order. Or yeah, I think that's or Reverse World Order. Actually, I don't know difference. Maybe it's supposed to be a V. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Either way, you want an order of some sort. All right, 3 seconds, everybody. We have Atlantis start. Oh, we're gonna get World 2 again, but this time it's not a fort. Oh, instead, we're gonna see 7-6. Ooh, we're seeing 7-6 for the second time in a row early. But this time, they cannot clip the level. They have to play the level. And just in case, you can hold your cheers and congratulations, everybody. I did roll the seed once again. I think I only roll good seeds when it's early on in the day. And oh, very nice shortcut from TrueHyperMario there. That actually will get him back up to speed after falling down there the first time. Just so you know, if you've never seen 7-6 before in the level, yeah, we're getting some DLC viewing here from the runners. Much props to them for allowing to let us see what 7-6 actually looks like, or we have to navigate on these platforms that are, I would say ghost platforms or imaginary platforms that, every time you jump on them, the arrow will switch direction. And oh, I missed what happened to Caddy. He must have took a little hit there at the very end, where you have to jump up, and I'm assuming that's what happened. Hopefully Caddy can get through the second time around, because this is just a major time loss with it being 7-6 as TrueHyper navigates through 7-4 with the fort music playing in the background. Which would be very fitting if there was a shark in the water. Could kind of give it Jaws vibes. Oh, Vanilla World Order. Thank you, Mew Mew fan. I knew there was a difference. I was getting my lettering and terminology a little mixed up there. Thank you. That makes a little more sense. Vanilla World Order. Late death piranha. Well, let's see what other levels we might see in the seed. I mean, if we're seeing 7-6 right out of the gate, who knows what that fort might be? That could be a World 7-4, and it's not required. So no, that makes sense that is World 1. Alright, so that lock being in the very beginning, if there was a leaf possible to grab, no secret item for the runners here. DisasterKatti finally getting past 7-4. Oh, so the lock was blocking the pipe there, so okay, so definitely wouldn't have really had much of a choice. Had to play out the world. Would have definitely been able to skip a bunch, but unfortunately no early access to hammers. Oh, we get a cloud. Right off the start, first item we see is a cloud. And TrueHyper's gonna go back the whole way around. And DisasterKatti's gonna replenish some lives there after a slow start to the seed. And TrueHyper will see 5-3. That will be our, I would say, little gatekeeper to the castle. Ooh, we're gonna get a boss pass at the very end of the first section. And really good thinking there to not kill Boss Bass before going in that pipe, because Boss Bass would have followed TrueHyper to the bottom section. And we're gonna come across second bro in the seed, and it's gonna be the water double boomerang bro fight. Way better than the double fire bro. TrueHyper going for the pixel jump there, doesn't get the pixel, so it's gonna have to go round. Let's see what Morton has for us. Oh, we had World 2 airship, so we had a little Fred airship here, and TrueHyper's trying to get this fire kill. Looks like he got it. I wasn't sure. That was pretty quick on his end. Might have just been a quick boss fight there. Oh, and Caddy gets sniped out of the air by that Paragoomba. Alright, Caddy's gonna finish off 5-3. TrueHyper is just gonna get into World 2. Let's see what it is. Are we gonna have another World 1, World 2? Oh, we are! Very nice. Oh, and with no hammer, TrueHyper will have to go after that fort, and we're gonna come across, I keep forgetting which World 7 stage this is. I think it's supposed to be 7-8 beta. Oh, Caddy, don't! Oh, Caddy getting hitboxed there and almost getting stun locked there. Fortunately, he was able to get rid of Morton. Alright, we're gonna come across the only fort in this world, and it is the Air Force. For those of you who don't know, in the randomizer, we disable auto-scrollers for most levels. There's only some that will keep auto-scrollers, and other than the Coin Heavens. We have Atlantis that we keep the auto-scroller on. It's one of the betas. And we have 5-9, because 5-9, unless you have a P-Wing, it's virtually impossible. It's possible to get through, but it's very, very difficult. Not something I'd recommend to anybody. As TrueHyper's finding 4-4 here. With the sniping Lakitus that we all love to see. And will he get sniped? No, he pauses for a moment and very good heads-up play. Keeps his Fire Flower intact, and he's gonna not get a fanfare here. And Caddy goes the other direction. Oh no, he went the same direction. Excuse me. I could have sworn one of them went top route. And it looks like TrueHyper's gonna try to go for the P-speed here. Oh, and gets tripped up by the Paragoomba. Unfortunately, we'll have to build a nope block bridge here. Excuse me. And he's going for the clip here. He's wasting a lot of time here. This is just giving Caddy a chance to come back here. Usually for this level, the ideal item to have is a tail. Because then you can just fly right over the gap, or you can just flutter right over it. And I'm actually kind of surprised TrueHyper didn't check the power-up in the beginning to see if there was a leaf in there. That would have definitely saved him a lot of time compared to trying to go for that clip there. Yeah, speaking of 7-2, and yeah, TrueHyper is definitely well known for going for the swag. And oh, was that an anchor that was just used? The anchor was a hammer suit. Oh, we're gonna see a speaking of a hammer, we're gonna see a hammer from the bro here. Oh, so okay, so TrueHyper had to play the bro late. And Caddy looks like he might go for it as well, and doesn't get it, and oh, accidentally hits the Koopa there. Just gonna bail on the clip, and that looked like a one-hitter from Larry. Alright, Caddy finally makes it over to the other side of 7-2. And TrueHyper's got a decent lead here, but not that big of a lead. Caddy was able to at least make some ground. And we can see World 4. Only one pipe to go in. And there's the other pipe. It might lead to the other side from what it looks like. And Caddy makes quick work of Larry for only being a one-hitter. True Hyper's gonna build P-Speed here. Very nicely done. Just from going from fade outs from the King's rooms, Katti is about 50 seconds behind. But anything can still happen. Ooh. Katti was trying to go for the P-Speed, but a very awkward enemy set there. Wasn't able to keep it, but was grab the mushroom again as True Hyper will find Fort Knox, and having the tail, very nice. Will be really good if for him if Katti doesn't go in with the tail, as Katti would then have to either take a dip in the marinara if he has a tail item, or would have to go for the Tanuki suit. And we have a Big Mac sighting, everyone! If you have any burger emotes, spam them, kind of. Get out your burger emotes. Alright, so only one fort being required here. It ended up being Fort Knox. And Katti, unfortunately, having to go for the Tanuki suit. This is just gonna put him a little bit more behind, but can make up for it later on. Oh, I'm getting note from chat that there was a leaf with Peach's letter. So it looks like maybe they're just saving it, or either didn't see it or forgot about it. Sometimes with not many items in your inventory early game, you don't want to waste them, because you never know what level you can come across. That leaf could come in handy in case if 7-5 comes up, for example, so that could be the thought process behind the runner. If they choose to go for the Tanuki. What's randomized? Enemy sets will be randomized. How many forts will be in a world is randomized. But yeah, as Europsolus said, just pretty much everything. There's only certain aspects of the game that isn't randomized, for good reasons. Like, there are certain power-ups that will continue to be in the same spot. Like, for example, in that fort that Katti was just in, where there was a Tanuki suit, there will always be a mushroom that leads to a fire flower in that first power-up on the right side of the level. Because there's no way to get the Tanuki suit unless you are Big Mario, so there will always be a mushroom there. And there will always be a Tanuki suit in the big question block, because without it, you can't beat the level. So anything that is needed to beat the level will always be there. There's other levels like that, like in 6-5, you'll always get a leaf in the one secret room to be able to fly up. That's another example. But anything that is able to be randomized is randomized, except for boom boom hits, conveyor directions, the going indoors aren't randomized, but for the most part, enemies, Koopaling stomps are randomized. The bro fights are randomized especially, and the items you get from the chests are all randomized. For the hand levels, whatever you see in the first hand level in the room will always be the item in all three. Alright, True Hyper's gonna find 3-3 here. Personally, one of my favorite levels to speedrun in the vanilla categories. And he's gonna go for the P-switch here to get the P-speed. And a little misjump there, and it has to take a dip in the water and wait for that platform to go down. And As I say that, Caddy has made some significant ground here. He is in the same level as TrueHyperMario after being pretty good, pretty well behind. Yeah, this is huge for Caddy. Very nicely time jump there onto that platform. Only 2 levels to go, and then we're gonna get to the castle. We're gonna come across 7-3, and as some of us call it 7-free because it, in a way, is a free level, but in the randomizer, sometimes it is not so much. And TrueHyper misses the wacky lacky jump. But it's okay, almost falls into the pit there, and Caddy will get it very nicely, well done. And he is literally seconds apart from TrueHyper. Oh, TrueHyper gets the good jump over the block, very nicely well done. That is not easy to do. And he's gonna take a hit there on one of the fire chomps. And I believe Caddy got the jump as well. Very nice. Are we sure we're watching the same person? Alright, we're gonna come across the World 4 airship. A little bit of a Fred here. And Caddy is only 7 seconds behind on A presses into the castle. And Caddy's gonna get the P-speed. Very nice. Oh, Roy shooting a Cheerio there right as he gains stomps. He's gonna take away TrueHyper's tail. And is Roy our boy? I think Roy might be a 4-hitter, which is just as good. Yeah, Roy was a 4-hitter, so he was kind of our boy this time around. Very nice. This race just got even closer. Yeah, DisasterKatti is still 7 seconds apart. This is still anybody's race. World 7. The pipe maze. We see 1 fort and 1 lock right out of the gate. Oh, that can only mean that there's 2 more forts. So 3 fort, World 7. This is actually okay. Seeing both forts right there together, you'll actually pretty much know which one is gonna break what. The ideal strat would be to do both, and Caddy's gonna use his hammer here. Caddy is gambling on this hammer to be the way. Oh wow. Caddy, there is no way you just predicted that. Caddy is saying, yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna use a hammer here and hope for the best. He gambled on there being 3 locks, and wow. He just took the lead. We'll give him the audio. I cannot believe he just did that. He must have felt he was truly behind, and he went for probably one of the biggest gambles I think I've ever seen. Alright, Caddy's gonna enter World 6 here as TrueHyper is finally found the promised land and sees that the bridge is open. Alright, World 5 airship. Ludwig awaiting TrueHyper here. And moon jumping is the first move Ludwig does. Gonna be a 3-hitter. And is another 4-hitter. Back-to-back 4-hitters. And TrueHyper just barely misses the off-screen wand grab. And we'll have to fall down just a little more as Katti finish off the level. Let's see what we see next. Alright, so we are in Fred, World 6 really. In World 6. Got some explaining to do. Oh! And Katti's gonna see that there's a bridge missing. And it's gonna play 2F here. Didn't quite see how many forts there were in total. It looks like there was one so far. There might have been two. But we'll see if this fort will lead to the castle. They will create that bridge. Oh, Katti getting a little tripped up there onto the spike platform. Gonna take his time. Oh, TrueHyper getting a little caught up by that hot foot. Doesn't realize I could have just jumped right over and it wouldn't have touched him and he wouldn't have to wait a 2 cycle there. Alright, let's see if this makes the bridge. And it does. Only one fort needed. 2 levels total for World 6. So this is a pretty jet World 6 here. And TrueHyper will be right on Katti's tail. Katti goes to the power-up and it's a mushroom. Yeah, TrueHyper's not that far behind. Oh, and TrueHyper gets a fire flower and keeps the P-speed. Wow, very, very awesome play from TrueHyperMario there. Oh, and TrueHyper can get this fire kill. Very nice. Alright, let's see how much time TrueHyper is behind. He's 6 seconds behind, so we went from a 7-second deficit for Katti into a lead. Or excuse me, from 7 seconds to 5 seconds total. Forgot we swapped the lead over before coming into World 6, and Katti will only have a 5-second lead now, since TrueHyper was able to have some good P-speed strat in the airship, and fire killed Lemmy there. Oh, we're gonna see 7-9. First level 7-9. Oh, and we see Hammer Suit. I think we saw 2 Hammer Suits, and TrueHyper is going for the clips and sees that there's fire snakes above him, and he's not taking the risk on taking a hit there, so... Oh, wow. Lots of lag here from this enemy set. Oh yeah, the music in 7-9 with this one being the music, yeah, it's kind of awkward. Oh, and TrueHyper getting the mid clip, very nice. Oh no, but gets hit by the. Oh, that could have been really bad. He gets hit by the fire chomp, preventing him from getting the fire flower. So we'll have to stick with the regular mushroom. Oh, and Katti's gonna see that there is a lock. Wendy's is not open just yet. It is not a free ride to Wendy's Castle. We will have to break one lock. Oh, but TrueHyper had a hammer. Oh, that's right. Katti used the hammer to gain that advantage in World 7. But TrueHyper didn't. He played the forts, even though they weren't needed. To get to the castle, but one was needed to break that lock. And with that being said, we're gonna give TrueHyper back the audio. So we went from a 5-second lead to Katti to TrueHyper's gonna have at least 30 seconds on Katti here. All from not using the hammer back in World 7. And Caddy's gonna find himself in the 5-3 beta. Oh, I forgot to ask how many bridges, but we can still put the predictions in. How many bridges, chat, real quick? We didn't see any bridges in the beginning. Or excuse me, any locks. Oh, we get to see our first troll pipe. So the other ones cannot be troll pipes to each other. We see one lock. So if you said 4, wrong answer. We can see 3. We can see a 3. Maybe a 2 with a -1 going on. Ooh, see both tanks in the dark room. So nothing much going on. Oh, we see a second lock. So if you said 3 bridges, wrong answer. It's gonna be at least a maximum of 2 bridges if there's no more locks. Assuming there's no locks in the Promised Land. Oh, very nice 8-2 from TrueHypers. Caddy's gonna go through 4 F2. Oh, there was a third lock! And the seed has been validated! We found 3 F2 in World 8. As it is the real tank level. And Caddy's gonna go back and see if that will open the lock to Wendy. And it does not! It does not! He has to play the other fort! Because he doesn't have any locks. Excuse me, any hammers to break the lock. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't check the hammer, bro, to see if it had a hammer. Alright, TrueHyper's gonna be doing more pipe checks here. And he's gonna find the castle. And it's gonna be 3 F1. We won't truly know which level would be the gatekeeper, but once we see the Promised Land, we'll know what was required, at least. Seeing both 3F2 and 3F1, kinda not surprised here. And Caddy's finally getting into Wendy's castle, and with kind of a troll, or excuse me, with a Fred sequence there. World 3 airship, Wendy, in World 3, but it's World 7. You know, I mean, we still got some explaining to do there, but in the meantime, TrueHyper's still doing some pipe checks here. Still hasn't found the Promised Land, and there it is! There is the Promised Land with the Air Force icon, and TrueHyper, this is his race to lose. So unless he has a major meltdown, he should be able to claim GG on Game 2, and it looks like we might see a Game 3 after all. Wow, what a swing from not using the hammer back in World 7 for TrueHyper, and was able to use it in World 3 to not have to play all those levels. Unlike DisasterKatti, who had to play all the rest of the levels, and TrueHyper gets the clip. Very nice. And you should be able to finish this under 31 minutes. Hi Bowser and bye Bowser. Bowser is down, and TrueHyper will take Game 2. Get all your GGs in chat for TrueHyperMario. And as he forces Game 3, what a spectacular race. And look at that show of excitement there. I would be too after that amazing play he did back in World 7. And as of right now, it looks like Caddy is going to finish up the seed. Not sure if he knows if True Hyper's done yet, but nothing wrong with finishing out the seed. Alright, Katti finishes off 3F2, realizes that the seed is validated. Gonna do a few pipe checks here. Wow, Katti had 3 hammer suits there. And looks like Katti's getting a little lost here with the pipes. Yeah, a little confusion from Katti here, but he definitely wants to figure this out. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, Katti does find 3F1, which I believe is stopping him from getting into the pipe he needs to get to. Oh, there was another lock. There was the 4th lock. It was hiding the. It was protecting the fake tank. And Katti's just gonna use every item here. Very nice elevator clip there. Ooh, very close from taking damage there. Let's see if he can keep the hammer suit. Oh, very nice first try mac and cheese clip into the wall. You love to see it. Hi Bowser, bye Bowser. Get out your GGs in chat for DisasterKatti for finishing the seed. Despite not being able to take the 2-0 sweep, but we are gonna go to a game 3. Go get your popcorn, go get your drinks, go get whatever snack you might need, because this is gonna be a good one. And we're gonna take a quick pause, everybody. We'll be right back as we get the runners into the next race time room. We'll see you in a bit. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are just going to get this underway. We have made it. It is game 3 in this best of 3 series between TrueHyperMario and DisasterKatti, both from Finland. And they know each other very well. They're going to be definitely going to be bragging about if they happen to win against each other. The winner of this match in the bracket stage will play against Midi Guy DP, the number 5 seed. Again. Oh, True Hyper's laying it down. He's coming after Midi Guy. He's already said that on his cam. True Hyper Mario in this tournament is the 4 seed, and DisasterKatti is the 13 seed. Seedings were determined by 6 qualifier races. Best 2 times during the qualifiers were for best average, were how you were determined what seed you got. And right off the bat, we get Atlantis. You could not have asked for anything better, and I will get yelled at right after this match. Oh man, what a way to start game 3. Yeah, so in the race time lobby, True Hyper Mario literally says to me, since I'm rolling the seeds, to not have basically any level from World 7 and 7F2 start. And instead, pretty much got the opposite. Oh, and I don't know what happened to the mushroom for Hyper Mario. I think he must have hit the block a little too much to the right, and unfortunately, we'll have to play out the rest of the level, Small Mario. And oh no, no! True Hyper, no! Oh, that is not the enemy you wanted at the end. This is huge for Catty. And with that, Catty will take the lead, and we're going to give him the audio. Oh, it's 6-9. Oh, and get the pixel, but wasn't able to get the jump. And oh, True Hyper needs to be really careful here. Oh, wow. Oh, there's so much lag. Luckily, there wasn't another golden fish there. Okay, True Hyper is gonna definitely try to make sure that he grabs the power up here. Normally, that last part isn't that hard, but depending on the enemy you get, that just changes everything, and True Hyper almost gets clipped there. Luckily for him, he had the better end of the stick there over that Koopa. Won't have a mushroom again, but oh my god, no! No, True Hyper takes a hit again from the blooper. This is not good. Oh no. Yeah, that it is just truly unfortunate. These bloopers can be very mean. Oh, and Catty's gonna see that Wendy is not free. You're gonna need to play a fort here, and it looks like there's 2 forts since there's a lock also present. At least 2 forts. And True Hyper made sure to grab the other item here, and it's gonna be a fire flower. He's probably gonna wish he had that in the first go round. And this time was able to get around the blooper without even needing the flower, but oh man, that is really rough for True Hyper. Almost 4 minutes to complete Atlantis, as DisasterKatti is pretty much just about done with the world if he can find the correct fort here. And TrueHyper right after Atlantis sees that it's 6-9 and won't be able to get the wall jump as Big Mario. So he's gonna have to do it the long way. Just play it naturally. And that fort was the correct answer for Katti, so he will gain entrance to the castle. And it will be the World 7 airship. Alright, let's see how many hits Wendy is. Oh no. Oh no, Katti, this isn't good! No! Wendy has the best of Katti here, at least one time around. And depending on the items here, this could actually help TrueHyperMario if Katti cannot kill Wendy here on the second time. But TrueHyper has a lot of ground to make up. At least 2.5 minutes worth of ground to make up, and that's a tall order to add the call for there, and it's really hard to pull that off. But Wendy being Wendy can make it very interesting. Small Mario Wendy is very not ideal, but Katti is doing a little better this time, and yes, we'll get it at least on the second try. Very nice. Looked like it was a 4-hitter Wendy. And TrueHyper grabs the Fire Flower in the fort. The 8 fort. Yeah, I agree. Katti did have some good RNG with Wendy there, not releasing those lifesavers right away. And we get a nice dad joke. A man walked into the bar. Ouch. And Katti's gonna see a very easy World 1. One fort, creating bridge, and it's the Troll Fort. And he's gonna opt to go basement. And TrueHyper sees that there's a fort with the lock, so he should be good to go. He can't find the pipe just yet. He actually skipped over it. Katti never came to this section. It was all in the beginning. Yep, I think he found it, so he should be there. There we go. On his way to Wendy. Let's see if he can dispose of Wendy a little sooner. Make up a little bit of ground on Katti. And Katti's gonna find the pyramid. In Fake World 2. Little, Fred, we might have to have a little discussion here. The level before the castle. And Rando World 2 is the pyramid. Kind of vanilla there. Oh yeah, Mayo Rabbit. That's a very good point. Grassland was World 2 in all 3 seeds. That is, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Ooh, uh-oh, Katti got stun locked. Oh no, don't get to go! That was close. He should be good now, because the Chungus Bros cannot go downwards from the blocks. They can only jump up. So as long as they're on the very top, you don't have to worry about them jumping on top of you like that, but they can still stun you. Brandy, I did. I rolled all 3 seeds. I'm doing comms, rolling the seeds, opening the rooms for them. I've done it all. I've done it all today. Comm controls, how you name it, just about everything. But I don't mind. I love doing this stuff. This is all good. This is all good stuff. I'm happy to be here for everybody, happy to commentate for everybody, and I'm glad that everybody that's here joining me and watching this, really thank you for joining us once again. DisasterKatti is going to finish World 2, and we're going to come past World 6. Ooh, we see 110 tiles so far. Oh, there's a bridge missing, and we see 5-9. The Ascent, as Sama calls it. Very nice. You know, for a game 3, this is nice. We had a forced the very first Atlantis level, and we're gonna see a forced 5-9 in World 3. So again, as I was saying, there was a bridge missing there in that squared section, which makes me wonder how many forts there are. And we've only seen 110 tiles, so we truly don't know. And oh, TrueHyper, don't get stunned. Ooh, that was really close. And is there a chain chomp? Or excuse me, a fire? No, there was no fire chomps from what I saw. So very easy 5-9. Oh yeah, Mayo Ravage. That's a good point. Two levels from World 7 and Atlantis for first levels. Yeah, I think I roll my best seeds around noon. So you know, if everybody can roll, schedule their matches for around noon, you know, I'll looks like that's when I'll provide the best seeds for the viewers. All right, the king says ET phone hole. Oh no, Katti, you just did what TrueHyper did in Seed 1. Fall right into the marinara before the tunnel of love. And TrueHyper is loving 5-9, and when I say loving, I mean is TrueHyper is getting very getting some good dialogue towards the camera there about his thoughts on 5-9, and I'm pretty sure I'll still hear about it in the interview. Alright, we're gonna see a hand level. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only hand level we have seen throughout the 3 seeds. And let's see what item we get. Can we get a hammer suit? Can we get a hammer? Oh my god! We got a hammer in hand stages! This is huge! Oh, Katti's not gonna fight the bros? Okay, but he's small. I respect that. Oh, is this a free pass? No, it's not. 2 bridges completely missing from the map. So 1 fort was not required, and it looks like 1 is. The other one, I believe there was a lock somewhere in the middle section. Yeah, it was in the middle section, so realistically, only 1 fort was required to get to the castle, and unfortunate, DisasterKatti loses the hammer suit there, and TrueHyper is gonna have to wait out the star cycle, because you cannot enter the pipe vertically upwards when you have the star as Big Mario, because he instead will, when he jumps, he'll do cartwheels for the whole time. Only a small Mario can you do it, but you can enter the pipe vertically if you're Big Mario, if you have P-Speed. But you can't do it when you don't have P-Speed. That's the only exception, and DisasterKatti is trying to figure out which... He's taking the gamble here on which 50-50, and oh, we see Fort Knox. We do not know if Fort Knox is the true gatekeeper until if DisasterKatti does go to check. And TrueHyper's gonna like this hammer. Maybe? I figured he would like to see that hammer, but I guess not. Let's see if TrueHyper plays the castle over here first, or the fort, I should say. Because if so, he will make a lot of time up because Katti had to go the whole way back. No, he doesn't! Oh, this could have been good for TrueHyper if he played the fort first. But it could be the one down there, unless Catty did play it already, which I think he did. Oh, True Hyper is not gonna check. It's not gonna check that castle. Oh, but at least he has the tail. He did go in at least with the tail, so this is good for TrueHyperMario, at least. He will make up a lot of time on Catty because Catty did not enter with the tail. He had to get the Tanuki suit. Oh. Fort Knox broke the lock? Oh no, did he do all three? No. Oh my god. There is no way. Fort Knox was not the answer. It made the bridge in the beginning. Oh my god, what is it? 7F2! That makes a lot of sense. They're both paired up together, and 7F2 is the gatekeeper of the world. Everybody, when TrueHyperMario enters 7F2, we have to look at his facial expression. We'll see how he enjoys 7F2 and Catty. Oh, that's right. We already knew this was 7F2. Catty took a death here. He took a fall in the marinara, that's right, and he skipped the fort! Catty just gave all the time back to TrueHyperMario! Wow, this is huge! Oh, wow. I completely forgot about this fort because it was so early in the overworld map, and Catty takes a fall again in the same spot! Right before the Tunnel of Love. Oh wow, I can't believe I can't believe I forgot it. Yeah, there's so much jank going on that you just it's so hard to keep up with everything, but I'm just gonna assume that True Hyper takes the lead here. Let's give him back the audio. Well deserved. After spending 4 minutes. Oh, he is excited. He saw that the lock. Oh, he didn't play the fort at the very end, which I don't remember which fort it was. But no, either way, he gets the answer, and he has the lead. After spending 4 minutes in Atlantis, and Catty beating Atlantis on the first try, he gets through. Wow, what a turn of events, being 4 minutes down at one point to... He's gonna have at least a minute, I would say about a minute's time, maybe 30 seconds, depending on Catty, if he keeps the P-speed here. Okay, he's gonna go for the item, I don't blame him there. Maybe it might just be just over 30 seconds. Alright, with this being the Lemmy fight, shouldn't be that much of a problem for Catty. And we got a 4. Wow, what? I can't believe what I'm watching. And this is why we have that general rule of thumb. When you see a fort, you play the fort. But don't skip over it, especially if it's 7F2. 7F2 usually has a good percentage chance to being the answer for you. And unfortunate for Catty, he rolled the dice there and it just got the wrong... it rolled Snake Eyes practically. So Catty is about 23 seconds behind if my calculations were correct. So, still anybody's game. We saw True Hyper literally overcome a 4-minute deficit just on one level to taking the lead. But we're not even halfway through, everybody. This is only World 4. Ooh, and Caddy's gonna skip this level. I don't know if that was the right call or not. But at this point, I think Caddy must be feeling he is seriously behind in. Oh, that was a little bit of an awkward fight. Oh, I think TrueHyper also skipped the fight, and he's gonna use his hammer here. He must have 2 hammers. I'm not able to keep up with all these items that they're grabbing, but we're seeing more clouds grabbed within each world. Oh, he does have a hammer. He's going for the full skip here. He only played 1 hammer bro in 1 level that I can remember, and he's already in the castle. And DisasterKatti is gonna do everything the way normally we'll do it, just playing each level, and probably wants to save his hammers here. Ooh, Caddy side, we're gonna see 5, 6. And he's gonna short jump it and take a fall. That level is very tricky to get those parabeetles to come your way, and he's gonna do the Peace Beat strat instead. Oh, and I don't know if using the star there was the right call. Oh, the Fire Chomp was going after Caddy there. I think TrueHyper might have slipped that Fire Chomp at 20 there to try to get him to distract Caddy. And we're getting 8-1. TrueHyper is not liking these levels that we're seeing in this seed, but I think the viewers might disagree with TrueHyper. These are the best levels we've seen in a seed. Mine ended up being a game 3. Oh, and TrueHyper just barely getting on top of that post. Just barely, and he is gonna go for the fanfare. I respect this call, and as I say fanfare, I noticed that DisasterKatti has no lives. He needs to be careful here. And he's entering a bro fight with no lives, and oh wow, that was very scary. He almost took a hit there. And he's gonna ride the cloud here, and he has to beat Morton here. If for some reason anything goes wrong with Morton, he is back to start. Alright, TrueHyper's gonna navigate through 6F2, and luckily for Caddy, he found a mushroom. That should help. Let's see how he was. He was a one-hitter. He was just a 2 teaspoons of salt. Not too salty. Oh, TrueHyper. He's coming across the sky beta there and jumps right into the fire snake. Actually, I'm not sure why he even played that level. That level's not required. Oh, sorry. Ah, I see what happened. Okay. I should actually look at his screen when I say that. Okay, I saw he got sent back. Okay, that makes more sense. So he's gonna be a little more careful here. Got a little ahead of myself there as we see the lack of 2, and we see 8-1. Ooh, Caddy just barely made that jump underneath. He's gonna grab the fire flower. Very nice. He's gonna need it. And there's a pesky hot foot there, which is very known to be there. Oh, and I think there was a little too much grease on that post, and Caddy falls right off, and he game overs, which is in a way is okay. The game over there on the first level of the overworld is perfectly fine. You'll get your lives back and not have to worry about doing any other levels. So in a way, it was okay for him to do that. He probably could have just did the tactical game over there in the start, but I was probably not wanting to risk anything or too much time. And no, he will take a hit from the bullet bill there, and back to start he goes. As TrueHyper is going to be on the World 2 airship. And let's see if Roy was our boy. Was he 5-hitter this time. No, he was a 1-hitter. And DisasterKatti is just not having any luck here in 8-1. Wow, I still can't believe what I'm seeing here. Oh, and yeah, Caddy is just I don't know. These hitboxes are not going in his favor. He's slipping on the grease, falling into the pit here on 8-1. This is his 4th time around, I believe, on 8-1. But at least for him, it wasn't Atlantis. It's at least a non-auto-scroller level. And oh, that hot foot is just a pain in the butt. And yep, I think TrueHyper will agree at least that this is not a valid seed. So anything else that happened beforehand is null and void, as we find 3F2 in World 6. Alright, TrueHyper would make quick work of Boom Boom as DisasterKatti is in 6F2. And in World 4, looks like from what I see right now, I see 2 forwards. I don't know if there was a third in. Ooh, 7-2 with the boss bass. This is not good, and then, oh my god. Oh, I'm still kind of surprised that TrueHyper isn't checking the power-ups for a leaf, because it would be the perfect item to get here in this scenario. And he's gonna keep Boss Bass underneath as he continues the route to the top, and oh, that Paragoomba coming after TrueHyperMario there. As DisasterKatti's finishing up a level, Boss Bass non-threatening there. And Katti sees that he does have a hammer, but where is he going to use that hammer to get him back into this game? Because he has a lot of ground to make up. And, oh god. We have 2-3 here with a plant set. 2 nippers so far, a Patooey. Oh, fire nipper. Oh no. Okay, that's something new. TrueHyper getting nipped through a block by a nipper. Imagine that. That's the best way I can say what happened there. Oh, almost getting him there. Oh my god, that nipper literally fell right on top of TrueHyper. Oh boy, this has been a mean enemy set. Alright, TrueHyper finally getting done with 2-3 as DisasterKatti's just about to enter World 6. Ooh, very interesting. Okay. TrueHyper finding the normal tank level. So there will be an item to be grabbed at the end of the level. DisasterKatti happy to see that this is no longer a valid seed as he sees 3F2 in World 6. Not where it truly belongs in Rando in World 8. And we get a Fire Bro at the end, and oh, just a little short on that jump. Is going to take a hit, and oh, okay. I think he's going to be happy with that. Going to get a hammer suit. Very, very nice. And he's going to go into... Oh, no. We're going to get the Australian special here, as Sama says. Getting the Boomerang Bros in the water fight. And he's going to go with the star this time. Okay, that's definitely a lot easier As long as you can clear that bottom one pretty quick, the top one really won't do much to you. And Caddy gets gobbled up by Boss Bass. Is that our first gulp of the series? I think it is. And Caddy going in with the star, very nice. Heads up play, being able to clear the big gap using that P-speed strat. He's gonna have to be careful here. Oh wow, he literally thought he was about to take a hit there. TrueHyper finds 6F3. The fort with the infamous floor clip. Can he get it? Was he gonna go for it? He did go for it, but did not get it. Alright, DisasterKatti getting a better arena for the double boomerang fight. Gonna get the star. Alright, TrueHyper finds the solution. And Caddy finds the Nipper's fire. As he goes back in with the star, and he's gonna have to be very careful because he has no way to acquire power up unless he would have grabbed the Koopa shell. And oh no, Caddy just game overed. It's not good. He's gonna have to replay a level. Wow, this seed has just not been so nice to Caddy. Caddy has such a huge lead, and then everything just started to go wrong for him, and TrueHyper has just taken advantage since, and Caddy is almost getting swallowed up again. I think he was trying to go for the P-speed strat here, and I don't think... Oh god, he really wants this P-speed strat. Oh wow. That Paragoomba says otherwise, and you can tell by the look on Caddy's face, he is definitely tilted by now. There's no way he's not. Face Junior, when we in the rando community, we tend to notice that 3F2 likes to be in World 8, so at one point it was known that if you ever see 3F2 in World 8, it becomes a valid seed. But whenever... Oh, so TrueHyper just went for the Jesus clip there. Yeah, he must have thought, well, I'm only Big Mario, why not? And Caddy's just not having a good time with 2-3 here. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for the Mushroom House. So yeah, if we see 3F2 in a world that isn't World 8, you'll see some people say that it's an invalid seed. So if you ever hear or see someone say that, that's what we're talking about. Alright, TrueHyper getting up the pipe this time, having P-speed, because that's the only way you can get up there as Big Mario. Alright, DisasterKatti getting a Fire Flower. Should be a little better this time. And on TrueHyper side, we do see a 10 tile, which means there's only one fort. Oh, and come on, Caddy, you can do it. Oh, and I don't know what happened there with TrueHyper, but he gets takes a hit onto the big Goomba there. Oh, I see. He did that on purpose. Okay, he's using his cloud to skip the level, because 5-3 is a pretty long level. So, good heads-up play from TrueHyper. Gets another hammer. Oh, okay, I did not know you could do that. TrueHyper's pulling out all the swag here, and something I'd never even seen before, or even heard of. Alright. TrueHyper's gonna face Ludwig here. Oh, so we had a Fred worth 7. I just realized that. And he was not much of a fight. DisasterKatti finally getting through 2-3, and he's gonna be playing 6F3 to find the solution to get to the castle. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Grabs the mushroom again, and let's see if he can get this P-speed. Oh no. Oh no, get through, get through! Alright, good. Alright, everybody, how many bridges? Okay, the 4-bridge hype is still the dream. It's still possible. We're gonna get the Navy Tile Super Tank level. Oh, we saw this last night. If you happen to catch me broadcasting Stewie and Animus United's match, the Navy Tile, the Navy icon that ended up being Super Tank level was the solution. Let's see if it is here too. See if we can. Oh, and there's 2 locks. So 4-bridge dream is over. It has been crushed. Oh, what an interesting what an interesting layout here. There's 2 bridge. It was either 2 bridges or 1 bridge, at least, and there is a hand stage between the 2. That is very interesting. And TrueHyper gets the door 3 with Small Mario. Very nice. And TrueHyper lets everybody know, cease the gaming. Okay, there it was a 2-bridger. 1 pipe leading to the promised land, 2 bridges. TrueHyper will still have to go find whichever fort it was. It may not be the tank. There's still 1 lock present. Oh, he hasn't done the castle, I believe. It was either the castle or the Air Force icon. But either way, if this breaks the lock on the handbridge screen, he's gonna have to play all of them. Oh, I think the Air Force icon might have been in the beginning, actually. I don't know, like I said, all these seeds mesh together, they all look the same at some point. But he does have 1 bridge already formed, he just needs to find the other fort that will create the 2nd bridge. Which, if I saw correctly, was the Navy icon did create the 1st bridge. So in theory, the Navy icon Super Tank level was the solution. It was the 2nd bridge. Oh, and it did not break that lock. He might actually have the solution here. Oh, and he gets sucked in by the hand. He does have the solution. Is he gonna play out the level? It looks like he will play out the level. Might as well. I'm surprised he didn't at least try to go back at it one time, but it would have been really nice if this hand level was 7-5. That would have probably completed how great this seed was. Alright, TrueHyper finally gets through. It will be the first one in the castle. Does not get the elevator clip. He does not get the top clip. Can he keep the suit? Does get rid of the hot foot at least. He's gonna wait for the top waffle to go through. Gonna do the every person clip because anybody can do it. And he does not get the mac and cheese first try. Will he get a second? He will not get it a second try. Will he get a third try? No, he will not get a third try. We get a 4th try. No. How long is he gonna go until he goes in that wall or he's going the door? He's got 5 tries so far, and he gets a 6th try. 6th first try, everybody, and this should do it. TrueHyper should take game 3 here, unless DisasterKatti somehow is able to kick TrueHyperMario's Nintendo, which I doubt. Hi Bowser, bye Bowser. TrueHyper is looking at race time, hoping that he wins, and he will be so excited when he does. And that is it, folks. Get out your GGs in chat for TrueHyperMario. He is the winner of the match. He will take game 3 and wins the Battle of Finland. Unbelievable. After a very unfortunate start for TrueHyperMario. Forced first level Atlantis, dying 3 times in the level to the same blooper. And oh man, it somehow was able to just come back despite all that. And Katti will just let Boss Bass gulp him up. And from the looks of things, Katti will still continue the seed. And we'll see if we can get TrueHyper in here for an interview where I'm sure we're going to get a good laugh from. Oh, Katti running right into the Rocky Wrench. And TrueHyper is letting Midi Guy know that it is rematch time, because TrueHyper, being the winner of this match, will go on to the quarterfinal and play Midi Guy DP for a redemption match from the previous tournament. Oh, we got a disco shuffle boom boom here from Katti's side. Katti's gonna do some more searching here. We'll need to find the last 4, and it's gonna be that tank if I remember correctly. Oh, it could have been it could have been 3F1. I kind of forgot about this stage. Oh, it does not get door 3, unfortunately. That's actually a good star to pick up there, small Mario, because it will definitely help building P speed here. Alright. Katti makes his way to the Boom Boom Room. Alright, Katti finds 6F1. I don't remember seeing that on TrueHyperMario's side, so I think Katti's just doing the CF4 play F4. Hello, TrueHyper. Welcome in, and congratulations on your victory today.
Okay. I am. What happened? How did I win?
Well, so despite the Atlantis, despite that 4-minute time loss you pretty much had because that's how long it took for you to complete it, Caddy had some trouble in World 6. He saw 7F2 first. He actually went in it, but then he did what you did in the first sea where he fell into the marinara right before the tunnel, the two pipes coming, the tunnel of love. Yep. And then he skipped it completely. And then he got to the very end, noticed there was still a fort missing. He came back, played Fort Knox, and then realized that wasn't the one. And he played all three.
Oh my.
Yeah, right when you completed 7F2, you pretty much took the lead because he had just died for the second time in 7F2 after coming back.
Yep. That third seed was so trolly, I didn't trust that it was the required fort, the last one right next to the bridge. So I took a gamble, played 7F2, and...
Yeah, oh man, like after that, I think it just got to him. Like he had trouble with 2-3. He died quite a few times to the nippers, and whether it was the fire nipper or regular nipper. He died to a nipper that was like in one of the blocks, like in the middle, and somehow the nipper still got him, even though it was inside a block.
Oh my god, that 2-3 with those fire nippers. Just horrible.
Yeah, he had a lot of trouble. Quite a few levels. He was just he had trouble with 8-1. He was falling into the pit. Anything you can think of. It was happening.
But yeah, 3 races and we didn't see 7-5. I'm happy about it.
You know, I was kind of surprised that it wasn't that hand level at the Bowser Land.
What was that third seed? Atlantis as a starting level. I died 2 times and I thought it was all over for me. I thought, it's over. I'm just gonna play this and take a huge gambles. But I believe
everybody get out your
choked.
get out your GGs for Caddy, for finishing out the seed. Dude, and unfortunate. Yeah, God, that's the true definition of jank. When everything that went wrong with Caddy pretty much just happened. Hey, Caddy, GGs, man.
Thanks.
How you holding up, man? I can tell you just wanted to finish.
Yeah, that third seed was so terrible.
Yeah, I was about to ask your opinion about the start of the dirt seed.
Yeah.
I died 2 times in Atlantis.
Oh.
Right at the end, to that final blooper.
That sounds bad.
Right at the end of the Atlantis, I died 2 times.
In the second seed, I died at the 7-6 to the last piranha plant.
Oh my. 7-6. Go in the original route.
And that was the other thing too. Caddy, game over twice.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. I like try to be too fast in couple levels and did stupid mistakes. So yeah, that's.
Yeah, you got swallowed up too by Boss Bass in 7-2.
Yeah.
But hey, mission complete. Get through the first round. This is the first time ever I made it through the round 1.
Yeah.
So
This is
I'm
not the
really
first
happy
time
about
when I lose in round 1. I always lose in round 1.
Well, you lost to Monday last night, so.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of surprising that I won the first one. I was so ready for that. I watched at the Bowser Castle at the race time, and I said at my man, just finish already, god damn it.
When you finished, I was just like entering the World 8. I got totally lost.
I'm trying to remember. There was so much happening, and even if I had my notebook out, I wouldn't have been able to keep up. I'm trying to remember what happened. That pretty much, decided it. I know, True Hyper, you had some troubles in the first seed. I just don't remember where.
I was so nervous, man, just because of that.
Yeah, unless you two can refresh my memory. That, I guess. Oh, I know one of you did. I don't remember if it was this. It was the second seed. True Hyper, you played out World 7, like just normal. Caddy used his hammer at on that one lock in the middle island instead of playing the 2 forts, like where the 2 forts were. And it ended up obviously if you had the hammer, you didn't have to play any of the forts because the bridge was already made. When you got to World 3, you pretty much skipped everything Caddy couldn't skip.
Just because I had that hammer. It was the first pipe. It was the first pipe that led to the castle, and I had an extra hammer.
Yeah, in the second seat, I have very unlucky decisions to do, especially the one World 6 that had the World 7 F2 as a gatekeeper. I did all the forts in that.
Yeah, I took a huge gamble on World 6. I skipped the final fort, which was right next to the bridge in Iceland. I mean, and I went for the 7F2, and it was the gatekeeper. Wait, did I play 1 or 2 fortresses? I think I played 2. I played that fort, which was in the spot where the 6-7 was supposed to be.
You did play Fort Knox then.
Yep, it was Fort Knox.
Okay, yeah. That one I think created the bridge in the very beginning that was missing.
That was very generous, Seed. For what comes for the items. 3 hammer suits, really? And 2 to 3 anchors, and they were P-wings. So many items. I think I lost so much time for going for those hammer bros. But it was worth it. It was worth it.
Well, good luck against MIDI guy.
Yep, it's rematch time. I lost to MIDI guy last year's randomizer tourney. It's time for payback. I had a chance to get a rematch on this year's randomizer, but I lost to Gimp Extreme, so...
and the only reason why I was in this randomizer tournament was because
we forced you
the Challenger Cup and forced me to play this.
we both forced you to enter this tournament.
Yeah. I'm not that good on rando. I need to practice play this game casually with the hard enemies.
Join the tournament. We know where you live. You have no choice.
He will kick your Nintendo. I'm trying to remember. I wish I remembered more of that first seed because I know there was some good highlights there, but you're gonna have to watch it back at least. Unless you can, like I said, unless you can refresh my memory what happened. Man, I feel like there was something very game changing, and I just can't think of it right now. There was so much happening in this seed alone; it was too hard to keep up. Yeah, I don't remember. Like I said, you just have to watch it back. But yeah, again, True Hyper. Yeah, again, True Hyper. You're gonna be going up against MIDI Guy DP, the 5 seed in the tournament. I don't know if you watched the 4-way race from last night, but yeah, he's not showing any mercy. He's still dropping 27s and low 30s. So what's your thoughts on MIDI Guy?
Well, I go the way of the Cobra Kai. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Hey, I mean, if it works, it works. Definitely definitely no easy task going up against Midi guy. He's been around for a long time. One of the veterans for sure, and his times do show that that very thing. Just want to remind everybody. So far on the schedule, there are 2 matches. We have DLP 316 versus Woodduck on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, our Finnish,
it's gonna be
Finnish youngster.
Yeah, and it's going to be commentated by the Haxer. Don't know what channel it's on yet. And then also on Saturday at 5:35 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have the Game 3 deciding race. Game 3 seed, I guess, from Human Mustard and Japetsu, who had to reschedule the 3rd game. So it's 1 apiece. So it's only going to be 1 race. It's going to decide who moves on to the next round, and the winner of that matchup will play the winner of the DLP and Woodduck match. Very exciting to watch.
Oh my, I just rechecked the brackets. TX versus Jay Cooper goes up against Stewie Cartman, and winner between me and Midi Guy goes up against...
Oh yeah. It's only going to get harder from here.
Yep.
We all have tall tasks.
TX and Stewie both are top competitors.
Oh yeah, and both of them going at it in the quarterfinal. That's gonna be a big race. Yeah, if you didn't catch the Stewie and Animus match, you can. I actually streamed it for them with some commentating, so you can go back in my VOD if you wanted to go watch that. If you didn't see it, that was that 2nd seed will be very interesting to watch.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna watch that DLP versus Vidoc and Human Mustard Pezu. Definitely gonna watch.
Yeah, that's gonna be very exciting. Don't know when the other matches will be set up, but this tournament should be wrapped up by the 2nd. If I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, just keep an eye on the schedule. And I think we're done here. Unless you two have anything else you'd like to say, or I'll wrap this up.
Well, GG, Caddy. Good luck on the losers bracket on the Finnish tournament.
Yep, GG for you too.
Yep, we Finns are quite busy right now since the Finnish tournament started 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, good luck to both of you in your journeys in that tournament. And yeah, with that being said, with everybody from SpeedGaming, I'm HighFlyer28. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your week until the weekend, and we'll see you then on Saturday. Bye, everybody.
Yep. Hello.